that you must cultivate. So I want to welcome everybody formally. And before we start, this is Family Aspect, and we talk about family life, family relationships, children, husbands, wives issues, getting married, finding the right partner, everything that has to do with family oriented living. And that's what we talk about here. And I want to welcome you all. So for you to be here shows that you are family oriented. And because you are family oriented, this is the platform that I think will benefit you based on what we share on a daily basis via this live stream, and also books and pamphlets and guides that we write. So, excuse me, I want to bring that to your notice. Now, psychology is called the science of the mind. Thank you. Thank you for that. The science of the mind. That's what psychology is. Maybe you should write that down. Some of us need to write that down. The science of the mind. Or you can put it this way, mental states or processes. Psychology is the science of the mind, or the mental states or processes, and processes. Mental states and processes. The mental states and processes. Psychology is called the science of the mind. Understanding how the mind works. Understanding the processes of the mind. So when we say the psychology of attraction, we're talking about how attraction have impact in our minds. How attraction can impact the mind. In marriage and relationships, we must understand how this is necessary in building a healthy, striving relationship. Using attraction as a tool to improve the relationship, to improve your bondings and connection in your relationship and marriage. We must understand this, how important this is. So understanding the psychology of attraction in marriage, that's what I'll deal with. The psychology of attraction in marriage. Once you have the understanding, it can help you maintain a strong connection and bondings with your partner. A strong connection and bondings with your partner. Now, to get the blueprint, if you check the screen, you have the book there, The Relationship Blueprint. To get the book, the link is in the bio. You go to my bio, you'll see the link there on my profile. You follow the link, you get your copy. Now, let me give you an overview of this ideology. So first of all, let's look at the factors influencing attraction. Now, what is attraction? Let's look at that a bit so we can be able to break the terms down. First, I already talked about psychology. Psychology is the science of the mind. Psychology is the science of the mind. It means the states and processes of the mind. Do you get that? The states and processes of the mind. Oh, you got your book delivered to you today. Congratulations. Which one? We have books coming in. Which one did you receive? Which of the book was delivered to you today? Is it this one? or this one? Both. You got both. Okay. Wow. Thank you for your patience. Well done. Please just eat them like food. Read them, write, mark, use your marking pen, mark everywhere, get the ideas. So psychology is the state and processes of the mind. It also means the science of the mind. So when we talk about psychology of attraction, what are we dealing with? So let's first of all look at attraction itself. It means to be pulled to oneself. Attraction is not more than the force of connection, the force that creates deeper bonding, deeper connections. Now, I know some of you have studied the law of attraction before. You may have read it. You may have been taught. Let's look at because attraction is like an ongoing, is a process of attracting. So let's look at the word attract. What does it mean to attract something? That's the key root. The root of the word is attract. What's that? What does it mean to attract? It means to cause to draw near. It's like a physical force that pulls someone close to you. If you want your husband to be close to you from today, hear me now. Listen to this. If you want your man or your woman to be close to you from today, hear ye me. Listen to this thing. This will change from today. The kind of bondings and connection that you will start having with your partner from today. I think this should be a book. Oh, me, I'm already thinking. The psychology of attraction. Can you imagine? Just put it in there. Psychology of attraction. I'm just thinking already. I'm getting inspired just to think about it. We're doing a giveaway. By the end of this live stream, we're giving away this book to one person that wins. And that person will be the person who has the highest like. They'll give us the highest like on this live stream. We're going to give you this book for free. We've been doing it since yesterday, so I'm not bluffing. This is true. This is true. I'm not bluffing. So we'll send it to you. And it's almost an instant. It's a PDF, so you get a copy of yours. Okay. It also means to arouse. Mark this word. Attract means to arouse. To arouse an interest. To arouse admiration. To arouse attention. That is what attract means. Remember, let's put the words together. Psychology, the science of the mind, the processes of the mind, the states and processes of the mind. That's psychology. Then attract or attraction. So for us to understand attraction, we must first of all understand the root word. The root word is attract. What does that mean? Attract means to arouse interest, to arouse or compel interest, to arouse an admiration. So you ladies, I don't need to tell you more about this if you are single. But the problem is, by the time we got married, immediately we get married, especially our ladies. Once we get married, it's as though this law, this science of attraction is no longer needed. And we wonder why our relationship and marriages are dry. They are dry because most women, I'm telling you the truth, believe me what I'm telling you, most women have thrown away the science of attraction. They have put behind them. It is no longer a necessity. They don't know that it is a science. It is a science. That means it can be worked out. It's a process. So we need to put that in our mind while we are in a relationship like this. You must possess, as a woman, the power of attraction in your marriage. You must possess the power of attraction in your marriage. Children will come and go. They will start their lives. But you and your husband will remain there until you have the power. You have to have the power of attraction. You must lay hold of that ability, that science. Always drawing your man, your woman to yourself every day in your marriage. What is science? You have that physical magnet. So here's the point. Before we proceed, remember, it's called the science of the mind. Psychology is science of the mind. So attraction is the ability to cause the mind of your partner to arouse the mind of your partner towards you, to admire you, to be attracted to you. That means to be into you. To be into you. To be closer to you. To be fond of you. It is how you program the mind of your partner based on your appearance, your physique, your attractiveness. Then you program his mind or our mind to always be pulled to you. It's a science. In marriage and relationship, this is important when it comes to family life. You cannot skip it. I don't know why people don't talk about these things. You know what? The only way they talk about this is money. Money. Science of attraction. Attract money. Attract wealth. They forget about what is even... I laugh and say, oh, what about this part? Relax. You get it. Relax. So, first, let's look at the factors. Let's break it down. Let's look at the factors of influencing attraction. All right? So, you can tell now, attraction means, or to attract means to cause to draw near. It also means to arouse, or compare an interest from your partner. To arouse within your partner interest in you, to arouse within your partner admiration to you, admiring you, to arouse in your partner attention, to give you attention. So it's not just only one way. We're talking about attraction overall. Interest, how can you attract interest? Do you want your partner to be interested in you? It's by the science of attraction. Do you want your partner to be into you, more into you, connection, bonding, intimately? It is by the science of attraction. It is by the psychology of attraction. Do you want your partner to admire you the more and more every day? It is by the science of attraction. It is by the psychology of attraction. That's the law. It is that law that will cause these things to happen. It's not by talking. It's not by wishing it. It's not by asking it. You don't give me attention. You don't give me attention. You never be, you are complaining. It will not work. You are no more intimate. You are no more intimate. You are no more romantic. The more you are saying that, the worse it gets. Because that's the wrong strategy. God have mercy upon us. It's a wrong strategy. You weeping and crying and complaining and screaming about it will not work. That's not the way. It's a science. Do you understand? It's called the science of the mind. In other words, anything that has to be aroused must get the mind involved. Anything that has to be attractive and interesting and admirable must have the mind involved. So it is about the visions of the mind. It is about the processes of the mind. How the mind works. So you just shouting, you are no longer romantic. Yeah? Every time you no. That's wrong strategy. It will even push the mind away. So what's this? You're no more attractive. Don't I look good? Why am I not attracted? Why are you not attracted to me anymore now? No, that's not the way. That's not the way. It's not going to work that way. Exactly. Displacement of psychology, you are getting it now. People are missing it. It's a psychology, it's a science. Yeah. You understand? It's a science. You got to plan it. Study the scripture. You will see women who were able to execute this science of attraction to the maximum. Science of attraction. But we're looking at it in a positive light too. So if I teach you this thing now, most you ladies don't go and use it to go and attract another woman's husband. No. God will not forgive you. Disclaimer. It is only for your husband. No. I'm begging. Hey, God have mercy. God have mercy. This thing I'm about to teach. Only for your. Don't go. It's psychology. Remember this. It's psychology. So it's just for your man. Only for you and your man. Once the man brings, you are not a husband or a wife to this person. That is when you start. You see, initially, most of us, we just forget so soon. Before you got married, you actually engaged in the psychology of attraction to bring that man into your life, to always wanting you. He was chasing after you everywhere. He wanted to be with you. He wanted to talk with you. He wanted to, before you got married. Now, after you got married, it's 3 years down the line. The man is hardly to be found. You are the one now looking for the man. Where are you? You are chasing him. Maybe he has changed his status now. He's busy chasing someone else or chasing something else. But you are no longer being, you are no longer being chased. You are no longer in the picture. What happened? Why didn't you continue the pace? What happened? Why did you change your strategy? He said, well, we grew up. What do you mean grew up? You know, when you have children, you have life, you become busy, you're married, things change. What do you mean? Does that have to affect your attraction? It doesn't have anything to do with the law and the psychology of attraction. Did you notice how many times, for you who are Bible students, how many times did you think Abraham denied being the husband of Sarah so that he will not be killed? Twice. And there was a reason. It was specifically clear that Sarah was an attractive woman. Attractive woman. Constantly telling us how she presented herself at the age of 70 something. At the age of 70 something, she was still attractive. Abraham had to deny being a some of you haven't gotten it yet. Abraham had to deny being a husband too. Okay, just tell them that I'm your brother. I don't want them to kill me and take you away from me. He says, so what I'm telling is, this king, once they say, because you are so beautiful and you're attractive, they will take you away from me. I don't want that. So they might kill me. So just tell them you are my brother. You see now? No, immediately we get married, we have children, we start tying all those big all those big wrapper and towel. We tie it across our chest. We're walking up and down. Honey, I do day. Honey, are you alright? We wear some things that will make us to say, are you from the village? What's going on here? I mean, some ladies will wear with the things that they will wear in their own house, as in their looking. You are asking them, are you normal? Specifically, women that were used in scriptures. I will talk about that some other time. But I don't want to go ahead of myself, but I just want you to know something. Okay, what about? Let me just mention this one before I go on, right? The first thing is physical. I want to talk about factors. Factors influencing attraction. I've already defined what attraction means. I've already defined what psychology means. So if you're coming new, just bear with me. We just continue, right? Later we can go back to it, right? But there are factors. What I'm dealing with is attraction in marriage. Attraction. What role does attraction play in marriage? You were able to attract this man into your life and he ended up marrying you. Now he has married you. What stopped? Why did you stop the law and the science of attraction? Why did you stop? What were things that were needed now that you married? What were things that were needed to continue this psychology, the science of the mind? In arousing, how to stir up the mind. Do you understand? You want to stir up the mind of the man. Hi. You want to stir up the mind of the man to have interest in you. You stir up his mind to be connected, to be bonding. You stir up his mind. The science, the processes, and the state of the mind that ginger and arouse connection, bonding, attraction. You get it? Is the mind. The mind is the one responsible for bonding and connection. The mind, it is a science. If you can work on it, if you can work the science, it doesn't matter. You just have to be careful that is only your husband and your man that you're working in, because this is the key. Otherwise, other men will start taking advantage of that if he doesn't see it. Let me break it down. The factors. Number one, physical appearance. Physical appearance is so important in marriage. Write that down. Maybe you didn't know, but you knew. You've forgotten. I'm trying to remind you. There is nothing here that is new. What I'm saying now is not new. I'm trying to remind you. I'm here to bring to your remembrance things that you must know and put to work. You have forgotten. You've got too busy. So I'm bringing it back home. Physical appearance. The first woman that was created by God got married. How did she got married? And the Lord brought Eve to Adam and caused her to pass by. Eve passed by Adam. She catwalked. She catwalked past Adam. And when Adam saw her, he screamed. He exclaimed and screamed and said, "Whoa, man." That's where the word came out from. Whoa, man. He shouted. Guess what he said? Guess what he said? Flesh, bone of my bones. He said, this is flesh of my flesh and bone of my bone. She shall be called, whoa, man. Whoa, man. And from there, Adam knew Eve. That's what you saw. Adam knew Eve. They became bonded. And then God said, for this purpose. He was even the one that said it. For this purpose, a man shall leave his father and his mother and shall be cleaved to his wife. And both of them shall become one flesh. Declaration. One flesh. Attraction. The power of attraction. Physical. All he saw was her physical. That's why he said, flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. Physical attraction. When you pass by your husband, what does he say? Does he say anything? If he hasn't been saying anything, something is not right. You have to change. If all this while you pass by your husband and you just walk up past, nothing changed. No, it's like no breeze. It's like you didn't even pass. Something is wrong, oh. Got to be fixed. Don't play with that. You should be conscious that anytime you pass your husband, there should be a reaction, a chemistry reaction. Are you guys ready for this one today? I'm thinking, I'm not sure that you guys are ready for this topic. This topic is doing me somehow. Do I let it go? I'm thinking, do I reserve it for the special few, or I'm thinking, because this topic, I can see home reconciled. I can see marriage that is about to break, restored. I can see a divorce paper that is about to be signed. Then it stopped. You see, stopped. And say, no, I'm not signing anymore. Things have changed. Something is about to happen. From this topic, a change is coming to your marriage. A restoration, a revival, a change, a new way of doing things. Marriage is about to wake up. So I'm not kidding with this kind of topic when I come here. I have a goal in mind. I have a goal in mind. Somebody say my ring. Your ring is, you get it, it will come back to you, and they will place it back in your hand. It will come back, and somebody will place it back there. That ring will come back from the streets. By the time I finish this topic, the law and the science of attraction in marriage, you don't want to play with this thing. So understand what I'm sharing with you. This is unique. So physical appearance, initial attraction. This is very important. It's called the initial attraction. Initial. You must establish initials. You must have it. Have an initial pull. I'm not a Ghanaian. Do I look like a Ghanaian? Somebody's asking, am I Ghanaian? You have initial pull. Initial you understand? It's physical. That physical is the initial one. If a man is going to be connected, aroused, interested, admiring you, you must have that physical one first. That physical one is necessary. Did you notice the reverse is not the case? It's not the woman that went to the man and said, oh, look at the man. He is my flesh. He is my bone. No. It was designed by Creator that the mind of the man is the recipient. Is the recipient of attraction. You didn't get it. Let me put it this way. I'm trying to put it right. Let me think of something. You see, a man is attracted by what he sees. He's pulled by what he sees. His mind is the mechanism that stirs him up to be attracted, to be connected. His mind. The mind is the power of a man's intimacy. Maybe you didn't know. The mind is the let me calm down. I'll get it now. Hold on. I'm trying to enter. When you try to enter something, I'm trying to use the words that you get. Say the man's mind, right, is the magnet of attraction. The mind. So the mind of the man is created. There is a portion of that mind that only what he sees and what he thinks about arouses an interest, a desire in him. And you all know that. So I'm not kidding. So that's true. So let me not stretch it too much. Let me put it there. So this initial attraction from physical appearance can help you over time have a shared values. Your experiences with your partner becomes more significant through physical appearance. That's the fact factor. So let's dive into that in a minute. How do you reason your physical appearance? Do you think ever that your physical appearance matters? If you have never been thinking like that, please change that today. I think one of the reasons that UK families is this, many of them are disoriented, many of the marriages are broken. I think one of the facilitators is this physical appearance that most ladies have rejected. Most ladies, especially married ones, they have torn it away. It is this UK. If you notice somebody that used to be in outside country anywhere else, they come to this UK. If they used to make up, they will not make up again. If they used to wear earring, it is this UK, you will notice that they are no longer wearing earrings. You will see them in this UK. It's in this UK. You say, well, what's that mean? Is it not? Is it not about physical beauty? Does that have to use artificial? Why are you using wig? If you don't have to use artificial, why are you still wearing wig? Wig is just okay. Okay, why don't you include the earrings then? Why don't you include the normal makeup? It's in this UK you see that. And why is that? I don't know. Is that they saw it? That's okay. You know, the white people don't wear earrings now. They don't wear makeup like that. So, question: are you white? No. Do you have the same gene as them? No. So when you look at yourself in the mirror and you look at them, do you look the same? No. They have what they in their own terms, in their own culture, in their own species, as their own species is, as they are. They are beautiful as they are. They are called the fair ones. Fair. That's what scripture called them. Fair. So that means they are color presented that way. So there are many of them that also have to do all the makeup and then look nice. So physical appearance. Physical appearance. You must work on that because it's so important that the way we look on the physical matters. That's number one of factors of influence that influence attraction. And that's most of the time, that's the only thing we know. That's the only thing we focus on most of the time. But there's more. Now, when it comes to physical appearance, there's a lot to consider. There's a lot to consider. The first thing is to understand that physical appearance is the first thing that the man sees that gets him to be connected to you. Is the first thing that the man sees that gets him to be connected. If all the time you are dressing like an army as a woman, you will cover everything from head to toe, or you dress like something else, I don't know, and your husband always come in and see you that way, attraction will not be there. If your husband will have to try to look for something to cause him to be attracted to you, then you are doing it wrong. Your strategy is wrong. You are in the house, you will still wear jeans. You wear jeans. You're in the house, you wear not even jeans. You wear some trash suits, heavy trash suits that all your face and your up to your neck you are covered total. You say it is very cold. That's why it is very cold. A guy is looking at you. I'm here. You are telling me it's very cold. Cold go do you. Cold go do you. You never. Cold go do you. That's it. You are dead to easy. It says two. He said when two come together, they keep warm. It's in your Bible. When husband and wife come bodily, he said they keep themselves warm. You keep it warm. But you say you are covering everything. The man is not attracted. You are covering everything. Why don't you go and carry bigger duvet and wear only jump shorts or whatever they call it? Wear only that one and then come and lie down on him and put the duvet all over and get why? Tell me if you don't get warm. If you don't get warm. Tell me why you don't get warm. No. We have spoiled the whole thing. We are too rigid. Our mind has, some of us, the way we go about it is terrible. And we wonder why the marriage is not strong anymore. We wonder why the man is not getting attracted to you anymore. You are complaining. No, it's your strategy. You need to work on the mind. The man's mind, you have not worked on it. His mind, you have forgotten the psychology of attraction, the science. Look at this. This one is saying we must be decent. You must be decent. You see, you are talking about a wife. You are a wife, oh. You are in your own husband's house. You are talking about being decent. You never start. Oh, wait, oh. When you are in a bedroom, are you talking about being decent? Hey, wanna hear story? Oh, this is getting interesting. Decent. So, in the bedroom now, you will go and wear jeans. So you wear all the tight. Then your husband will have to be the one pulling the jeans before you go knock. You go have to pull jeans from your. God have mercy. You are talking about decency. So you wear all those things and enter the bed. Say, I'm just lying down, and the man looks at you, remove all the. What is all this? And he will have to be dragging you to take up. You are talking about this very soon. That marriage will be on the street. I'm telling you. It will be on the street. I'm talking about decency. It will be. Haven't you heard that some people say the man is not attracted to me? I'm not attracted to him. I don't know why. For years. I mean, for some of them, years. No attraction. No intimacy. But the man can be turned on by another woman. What happened? Because you forgot the science. You forgot the science. That is not the. You know, some of you, let me attack this one. You know, some of you women, you say, men ought to be initiating intimacy. Those of you that think that way, you are creating problems. Men are not the one that initiates intimacy. Women are the one. By their attraction, it is by the law, the science of the mind. It is psychology. It is the way you present yourself. You have to place yourself for that. The man can only respond to the initiation. When it comes to, I'm dealing with physical now. Attraction in marriage is not just only physical, but I'm talking about just physical now. I will move to other part of it, but just take physical. Let me explain on this one. Because here is the initial attraction. This one is the first thing. A man will approach you to ask you in marriage or ask you to be his friend so that he can date you and then plan to marry you when he's attracted physically to you. That's the first thing. Physical attraction. Why is that? Because there is an image. There is a mechanism that the image can trigger in his mind. What he sees, it triggers his mind to respond in admiration, to respond in having interest. Before his hormonal energy will respond, that would drive him to become intimate. So it's a science. I don't want to go dirty on these ones. I don't want to go, when I mean dirty, I don't want to go deep. I don't want to go deep because we are adults. I wanted to address things as adults, but there are things you don't want to say on the internet. So, do you understand what I'm saying? In that initial attraction is on you. That initial initiation is on you. You don't need to do anything rash. Just by presenting the needful, the things that turns a man on. On now. You see that word on. On means he is attracted to you. He's admiring you. He wants to touch you. He wants to have fun with you. That is turning on a man. You are the one that do that. You are the one who make him to come. You are the magnet that attract, that pulls him. You as a lady, you are the magnet that pulls him in. And if you're not doing it, another woman will do it. Don't be surprised. He said, but and let them do it now. Yes, that's the problem. You see, the mind of the man is wired that way, to be attracted by what he sees. It only takes discipline to control. Let me tell you something. This is the secret. Any man can cheat. Any man have the capacity to cheat. Any man. If there are no rules, if there were no rules, let me tell you what is making most men disciplined and not cheating. Number one, the rules. The rules that are there. Divine rules, divine laws, which is now communicated as religious laws. It's true. Because what a man sees is what arouses him. And most women have gotten this science. They understand this science. It's all through the Bible. So women understand the science. How if we're in a Bible study section, you'll be shocked what I'll be reading to you. But this is not it. This is just a platform where we're learning about family life. You will be shocked the things I will be reading to you in your Bible. Strategic attraction that women were doing constructively. It was intentional to arouse interest. But you're married, you are here, but you don't think that all of these things are necessary. How sad. This is where the problem is. And some of you are using it wrongly. You know, you are using it to attract another man's wife. So another woman's husband. In the man's case, another man's wife. You're using it. Instead of you to use it to attract your own and keep your own, so that nobody else will be able to attract them and take them away. And you say, well, he's indisciplined now. If another woman now attract you and take you away, he's indisciplined because you don't love him. It's not about that. Hear me now. It's not about that. Israel was the first love of God. Israel, the first nation that God chose and loved was Israel. When Israel failed to keep the covenant and keep the promise, what happened? Other nations were attracted. We went to other nations. It's a principle. It's a principle. So, God, that's why when some people talk about polygamy, right? I don't argue a lot, because in the scripture, there's nothing wrong. There is no sin towards it. It's just the consequences of doing it. That's all. God did not say it is wrong to be a polygamous person, but he said there are consequences. So the consequences is there will be chaos. So if you can handle chaos, go ahead. If you cannot handle the chaos, then stay away. That's it. There is nowhere. Do I practice it? No. Do I believe in it? I don't believe in it. I don't think that it is a sin, so I don't even believe in it in such a way that it's wrong. But I know I don't have the capacity for two wives. I know so. I know I don't have it. I don't have the capacity for it. And I have seen the danger of it. I have seen the worst. I've seen the terrible aspect of being a polygamy, having all these multiple things. I have seen it. I know the danger. I know so I knew I don't have the capacity. So I made up my mind from the beginning that I'm going to stick with one and have a monogamy experience. It's not because it was a sin or anywhere. No, there's no sin there. It's not there anywhere that is wrong. It's the consequences. Because everything has cause and effect. So the effect of this one is worse. It's terrible. So you need to know if you can handle it. And some people don't care. They say, well, I don't mind. Let it come. Go ahead. That's fine. That doesn't make the man irresponsible. It doesn't make the man a pagan. It doesn't make them. So you need to understand these things. These are principles that are there. These are truths. So when you understand this thing, the first thing is to know that, okay, if I have a man in my life as a woman, what do I do to ensure that this man is always attracted to me? Always keeping, adding all the time, discipline and attractive. I just mentioned Abraham. At the age of 90, he was still denying. Age of 90. He was saying that he wants to be, please, he was telling his wife, please, tell them that I am your brother because you are too beautiful. If they carry you away from me, once they know that you are my wife, they will kill me and marry you. It was stated clearly that it is because Sarah was so attractive. She has understood this thing. Rachel, you read the book Rachel on Jacob's terms. Rachel and Leah. Why will a man work for 14 years for one woman for free? 14 years. Because it was Rachel. Rachel was beautiful, an attractive woman, more than Leah. I told you now, I said, if I have to go, if we're doing Bible study now, we'll go through a lot. But that's not what we're doing. So let me pause. Wisdom is profiting to the direct, isn't it? Okay. You know, some of us, somebody was saying, yes, we must be decent. You know, all those people that preach all this decency. They preach it because they want you to do it outside, not in your marriage. In your marriage, who promised decency there? Decent what? Is it not that place you should scatter yourself? Scatter yourself. You know what I mean? That's the place. What do you mean decent? If you're going outside, dress decent. That's fine. Once you come inside this house, now me and my husband, who get decency? Who get decency? Let me tell you something. Let me give you guys a secret. Are you aware that this flesh that you have, okay, is like an elasticity. It's like an elastic, a plastic. This is your flesh. It's elastic. Do you know that? Let me tell you why. Some of you, before you gave birth to children, you started having children, you were very moderate in size, shape-wise. No matter what you eat, you just maintain your shape. But immediately you got pregnant, your body expanded and enlarged, right? And then the baby came out. And then some of us find it difficult to contract. The body now couldn't contract because 9 months of expansion. It was a long time. So your body find it difficult to contract, right? Let me explain something to you. Do you know that that's almost the same part of your body? There's a science. There's a science. When I was growing up many years ago, let me tell you one thing. By the time I say this, some of you, it will click. I don't want to be direct on this one now. So I want to just speak in maybe some kind of parables and riddles. You get it. But many years ago in the village, when I was growing up, I used to see my grandmother, right? The mother of my father. I used to see my grandmother have a lot of fight and argument and quarrel with her children, the female child that she had. That means my father's siblings. When I was growing up, he says whenever she was angry. He says when you carry a child at the back, because in those days you put the child at the back when they're crying or you're doing anything. He said when you carry the child back, he said don't tie the cloth across your chest, your breast. He said when you do, it will begin to suppress and make it go. No, know what I mean? Suppress it and create the blood flow will stop, and a lot of things start happening. And then that part of your chest will start, sliding down. So she was really angry with them. Don't do it. He said you are a young girl. You still have a bright future. Don't. So she was calling. It is when I grew up, I realized that thing was true. Some of us don't take account of what happened to our body and how our body is changing chemistry. And we just think it's normal, it's age. No, we are just ignorant about things. We just let things slide. We do. You say, well, when you grow old, no. There are people who are old as we speak, 78. Their breast is still normal. Normal means is in a good condition. And their shape, their body size is in good condition. Many are like that. It's a consciousness because they understand the science and the science of attraction. They decided to maintain it. There are some women, when I was doing, when we started out, what do you call it? Matchmaking the other time. 2 ladies that was 60 something. All right. I have a lady here. She's normally watching her. All right. A doctor. She's normally watching. She's 56. I'll be 58. Going to 60. But if you see her, you will never think that she's up to that age. Her skin, her physique, everything. And she have adults as kids. A consciousness of attraction. You don't have to become, some of us, we look 60 at 30 years old. We look 60. At 30, 35, we look 60. God have mercy. I'm telling you. I'm not kidding. This is a serious matter. You have to pay attention to your physical appearance. You need to know what to eat. You need to know how to, dress. Get your feet up. Get yourself, in that place. Especially the things that are private to you. Your physical, your assets. Let me use that word. Your asset must be taken care of. Your face. That's number one for a woman. Your face. And then your parts. The front and the back. Take care of them. Take care of them. I'm not saying BBL. Go and do artificial. If your own is not there, don't worry. Just leave it the way. Don't go and do BBL. Because some people have taken it to the extreme. It's now BBL wala. You know me? It's not that one. There are natural, God have mercy. There are natural ingredients, natural plants, herbal plants that you can use and just be normal. for cream, for body, and anything, you'll be okay. It is not a sin. He gave it for us for medicine. It's nothing wrong. It's just that we don't know. The things we don't know is our problem, not nature. All this BBL is artificial. It's because many of us are not aware of what really works. No research is done. We don't even care. Why will you do research when you don't even care? So you wonder that the marriage just goes sour. You say we have grown apart. What do you mean you've grown apart? There are cream that you can use, and it will keep you okay in the area of this one. And normal cream, I'm talking about herbal oil that are streamed from plants. Do your research. You are too carried away with every other things. You'll be shocked. Homemade. I'm talking about homemade. This is not give me talk. Homemade. So work on that. Your physical appearance is important. You may not think it's necessary. My own is to teach. Your own is to apply. If you don't, it's up to you. That's it. It's up to you. Do your research. You are allowing circumstances to just play on you. I can't do anything about it. So you're looking at yourself, you're getting old. You can see that everything is just reducing. Everything is drying up. This is your asset now. I mean, physically, this is your asset. You need to keep that. Keep it. Maintain it. Your body is given to you as a custody. You are the custodian of your body. You are the caretaker. That's the word. The caretaker of your body. Your body is given to you to take care of. Your body is your gift. It's given to you to manage. And you can only have this kind of body here on earth. So keep it well. That means keep it well means manage it. Manage it. Manage it. When it comes to attraction, you must know what is needed to keep that attraction burning. You must know. You can't be ignorant of that now. Can't be ignorant of that. The way you dress, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you smile. All of these are necessary. And when it comes to physical attraction, a lot of things follows. But when it comes to your marriage, you have to understand that that is very important. It is the most important thing that keeps your marriage going. Some of you are no more emotionally vulnerable. You know why? Because you are not happy with your physical appearance. You have had suffer with what we call you have suffered with what we call self-denial. Self-denial. So all you have devalued yourself actually. That's the word. You have disvalued yourself. You don't have value on yourself anymore. So when you look at yourself, ain't nothing there. What's my problem? Just you. The way you, even some of us, the way we walk, we are walking like men. We walk like men. Who? You're a woman or you're a woman. You're a woman. You have husband. You have husband. You don't even care. You are a woman. Carry yourself as one. Be conscious. Is a consciousness. Oh? What I'm trying to do is to imbibe in us the consciousness. You must have a style. Have a style. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of your body. Be proud of it. Being proud of it doesn't mean you should go and be showing it to the whole world like the rest of them are doing all over the social media. They call it twerking or twerking and showing all their bodies everywhere. No respect for human being, for female body anymore. Because they are abusing the science of attraction. That's what they're doing. Most of them, you will notice, they are promoting the link, OnlyFans page. Who do you think they are attracting? Your husbands, your boyfriends. They will be the one ending up in their net, and then they will stay on their web, be watching them on their camera. What you are supposed to be doing, another woman is doing it for you and collecting money from their hand. You say, I don't care, it's their life. That's the problem. That's why the marriage is the way. That's what I'm saying now. We should know when we are responsible, when we are not. Responsibility and accountability is part of leadership now. Everything else will flow together once those things are there. Everything else will flow. The relationship will just be flowing. Be free. See, some of you are not free. In the presence of your husband, you are not even free with your body. You are not free with your body. You have so many restrictions, so many boundaries. The man had to force himself to penetrate those boundaries just to access your body. That belong to him. Don't you understand? He said the man has no right or authority over his own body, but the woman does. The same thing, the woman have no right or authority over her own body, but the man does. The husband does. So, psychology of attraction. Number one is physical attraction. You must work on that. The way you dress. See, check, learn, grow. Find out what works. You have to experiment. Some of you have to experiment with your husband to know which one worked. Anything that pushes him to say, wow, what is that? Hey, well done, baby. Take that one. This one work. Record it and repeat. You just keep listening and repeating. Because repetition creates lasting impression. You want to dominate his psychology with your physical. This is the science. Oh. If you miss this thing I'm telling you now, this is the science. Try many things and find out which one works. As you notice his response, like Adam, whoa, man. Hey, what is this? That's it. You record it. You record it. So this one works. Then do another one. And then once you have about 3 steps, 5 steps, whatever it is that is working, repeat, rinse and repeat. Make it a thing of the day. That anytime is always, man, you are calling. Just keep repeating. I know some of you thinking that, is that all there is in life? Is that all there is? You should not marry. You should have stayed a single person. If that's what is going through your mind. Thank you for the money gone. Osacity. You are flowing. You are connecting. That's somebody connecting there. If that is your problem, I'm talking to you now, you're thinking, is that all there is in marriage? Is that what marriage is all about? Is that what I'm going to be doing with my life? Nonsense. Then go and stay single. Don't get married. Leave that man and tell them that I'm done. Let's do our separate ways. There's no problem. Let the man go and look for a woman who will turn his brain upside down if he wants to. What is your own? It's as simple as that. A man was created to respond by what he sees. He responds by what his image is here. Is here. Are you the first one? Your man is not the first one. Why are you finding it difficult to understand? I just showed you. Go and read your Bible. History have shown us. History shows us that men are turned on by what they see. Attractiveness. Read the book, The Sons of Solomon. I have been recommending that book to all of you to go and read. If you are here, you are a family member, a family person, you are married husband. You must read, a wife, you must read that Sons of Solomon. Go and read it and learn. See how husband and wife are discussing and talking about their part, talking about how they enjoy each other. Which one do you say? No, you won't. You are thinking you are talking dirty. Oh. How could my husband go? Some husband and wife, the woman is saying, honey, I want us to spend some time together tonight and we'll practice some style in the bed. The man said, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. I rebuke you. I rebuke you now. It's not demon. This is reality. Hey, God have mercy. Can you imagine that kind of mindset? So we must change. Some of us is upbringing. Our upbringing was too strict and toxic. Our upbringing was too strict. We never got to learn the beauty of our body. Loving your own body. Understanding what your body is for. And all of these things reserve in marriage. And many of us are not taught to exploit that. There was a marriage retreat I saw on the internet. I was just watching. I saw this retreat for couples. Oh, what I saw there. I said, if God give us the grace to take family aspects to the next level in the future, we will start hosting family retreat, couple retreat. And we'll practice these things. We'll be practicing this. If you see the level of connection, if I show you the video, you will be screaming. In that retreat, they will practice different style of knocking in the retreat. Not that physically, no. They will practice it because each couple have their own room rented. Couples. But in the practical scene, they will teach them what to do for the night. So what they do is, they will select random family. You know that you are not in your period this week, these 2 weeks. So you will book. You are not going to you are not in your period these 2 weeks. Or guys not working, 2 of us. So that is your free week. You will book that 1 week for this kind of practice. You go there. And then they will teach you things on how to affections, different class on affection and everything. They will teach you everything. I said, this is how your body, celebrate your bodies. They will teach the woman what to do with the man's body. They will teach the woman what to do with the woman's body. And then celebrate it, exploit this thing. So women will come back and say, well, that is the first time they have ever had the deepest expression and emotional connection ever from that camp. Is needed. Don't say, oh. Where do you think you're going to learn it from? We are too strict. Our problem is we don't even expose ourselves to this wisdom. We are not exposing ourselves to this wisdom. That's the thing. It's called wisdom. It's not negative. It's not negative. This, I'm talking about keeping your marriage strong and healthy. It's a choice. I'm not going to force you to do anything. I'm only going to teach you and guide you that this is real. And you will try it and practice it and come back and testify. It's as simple as that. Some of you know now that this probably have been the issue. We are just thinking one way. Whereas there are several ways to explore and think about. You have limited your experience, limited it, and it's becoming staid, boring. It's so boring. Every day is one particular issue, one particular style, one particular part. It's boring now. It's boring. It's no more. We all know what to expect next time. It's boring. No exploring, nothing new. You don't want to think outside the box. Just do it like this. You just stand and do. Are you done? Thank you. And then you see life? That's waste. Boring. Let me stop from there, because if I stay on the physical attraction, we will not live here. The whole day we'll talk about, because there's so much to mention. So there's so many instances to give on that. So many things that we are doing wrong. Physical attraction is number one. The way you dress, the clothes you wear. I know we live in a very winter spread and winter spread environment where almost all the months in the year is cold. So you are not going to be always taking off your clothes and all of that. But there are things that you still have to do. There are things you still have to do. Study it. What are the things I can do within this environment that I'm in? What are the things I can do to still stay attractive? And you just do your search and stay there. Do your research. All your parts, the part of your body as a woman, study them. Know what is needed to be done to adjust, to get better. Study. Don't let me be telling you I'm a man. I don't want to be telling you things that men think and expect and it's not there. But just study. Look at what women discuss about their body and how they work on it and how it affects their partner, their husbands. You'll be shocked. Some women are open. I've seen some platforms that talk about it. They will talk about different parts of their body. And they say, if I haven't done this, this will have not happened. I have been doing this and my body have adjusted and my husband has loved it. Find out. Maybe that might be where your problem is. Just because your husband is not saying anything doesn't mean everything is all right. One day you realize at 50, you're growing apart. When something that's supposed to be growing tighter and stronger till you die. But at 50, you're wondering, instead of coming close, you're going like this. We must work on our mentality. The psychology of attraction. It's nothing you can play with. Don't play with it. Don't play down on it. When you're mad, when it comes to relationship, don't do it. Take it very seriously. It's a priority. How you look, what you say, the things how you dress, how your body itself, your body. What are the changes going on in your body? Are you aware? Are you aware as a woman, the changes that are going on in your body? Are you aware? You are a married woman. I'm talking to you now. I'm talking to you. Are you tighter or looser? Have you checked? Are you aware? Do you want to? There are things you must understand. You can't play with all those things. Don't say it's nature. It's not. Don't you understand? The food you eat can have impact on you. The things you do can have impact on you, on your physical body. Don't say is natural. No. It is. We are the one that I told you. You are a custodian of your physical body. You are the caretaker of your body. The things you do can either impact it for good or destroy it. Yes, find your taste. What is the taste of your husband? You should know that. You should know that I am the taste of my husband. And if he's no more tasting that he used to taste, find out why he's no more the taste. Don't say every man have taste, so my own, I don't care. No, I'm talking to you. Aligning yourself with your man, your husband, remaining tasteful and sweet and nice and attractive to your husband as long as you live. That's what I'm saying. You don't want another woman to do it for you. And there are men, let me come to men now, physical attraction. There are men that are not physically attractive at all. They put women off. You are a man. You smell. Odor. Body odor. God have mercy upon us. Hygiene is the problem. You don't shave your armpit. You don't shave your under. You don't shave. It's always smelling. Every little sweat, you are smelling. Aura. I mean, your mouth. You don't have hygiene. Oral hygiene is not there. So most men don't even brush teeth once. They will use mouthwash. Mouthwash, is that brush? Mouthwash. You are using one. That's all. Is it brush? You want to kiss who? You want to kiss who? You want to come? Somebody say my belly. What kind of thing is that one? Underwear. You will wear it the whole week. Only one bossa. God have mercy. So by the time you take the bossa off, everywhere smelling. Men. No. Hygiene. Doesn't God forbid. They are there. Yeah. It's true. It smells. Look at haircut. I mean, cut nice, look nice, right? You saw this picture here. Did you see this picture here? This one here on my book. This was a few months ago. I changed my haircut because I noticed that this part of my hair, anytime I have afro, it's like it's cutting inside, like it's going bar. I didn't like it. So what I did was, I'm the one that cut my hair myself. So I cut my hair all the way. Then I said, okay, for me to now leave, if I have to cut this one low, I have to keep this one high. So to change my look, so I started keeping beard like this. That's the reason I keep beard like this. You see that? Because I'm cutting the hair. You have to have a style. Don't just do things. Look at what fits you. There was a time I shaved everything. Clean shaving. Everything shaved. If you see my face, I didn't like myself. I said, you are no more attractive. And funny enough, my wife didn't tell me. She didn't know whether to tell me or not. But when I saw I went back, I checked all my previous photos. I said, no. I said, because there are haircuts that doesn't fit you as a man. You will tell. You're not. Don't force yourself to carry some haircut and shaving that doesn't fit you because you want to look different. No. Find out what fits you. Find out your style and stick to it. Find out. You don't want to focus on hustling and you don't take care of yourself. Will hustling take care of you? No. What about if this body dies tomorrow, this body passed on? How are you going to hustle with the body? Is it not the body you need to hustle? You will be addressed the way you address. Remember that. That's what we're taught in the corporate world. Because I studied banking and finance. So they tell us, you will be addressed the way you address. So if you're going to work for any organization or you're going to get a client, you must dress smart. Look smart all the time. I used to wear suit, like suit. If I was to talk, I would wear suit and tie. I used to do it. But as I grew up bigger, I realized, this suit is not fitting anymore. It doesn't match. It doesn't match. It wasn't. So what I'm saying is, hey, men, look attractive too. There's nothing wrong. Get some clean clothes. Iron your clothes if need be. Have a good set of wearing. Simple wears that are neat and presentable. You don't have to break the bank. No, manage your wardrobe. But wear something that's attractive. Some of you, as men, your wives loves it. Your wives loves it when you are on boxers, shorts. Wear shorts if that's what they like. And women, whatever you like your husband to be and be presenting, tell them, I like you to wear this. The same thing with men. Whatever you want your wife to be wearing that's nice, that will bring out that attraction, that will cause you to say, wow, man, then do it. Tell her, I want to wear this. I bought this for you. Thank you so much. I bought these things for you. Wear this one. Wait. Tell them. And you woman, don't say, that's too transparent now. It's too nice now. You'll just be seeing everything. I don't like it. Wear it. Okay? Madam, let Oga see it. Let me drink my tea. It's already cold. Wait. Don't say, madam, guy is still, I don't like this kind of wear. No, wait. Look nice. So I'm wearing it for you. Yes, wear it for me. And don't act as though it's now under pressure. Oh God have mercy upon you. Some of us, we're too rigid about things. Just be free, enjoy life. We are too serious. This life is only one life you have to live. You're too serious. Enjoy it. You're too serious. Hey. I know things are hard. I know. But don't even make it harder with your own hardness. Mercy. You know, some of us are making it more difficult for ourselves. Enjoy it. Enjoy your marriage. Find a way to enjoy it. Some of our children are our distraction right now. I get it. But in all of that, still find a way to be attractive. Find it. See, I want to talk to you, some of the ladies. Something you do that makes men to lose interest easily. Most men, not all, most men. Especially those that are not mature. Let me tell you. You just give birth. You want to breastfeed your child. Guess what you do? In the place of everybody, you bring out your no respect. No. You must stop that behavior. I'm talking to you now, you ladies that are doing that. It doesn't happen here, all right? Most times it's rare. But all over Africa countries, inside the bus, walking on the shop, you feed your baby, you bring it out. Good afternoon, good evening, man. Have some sense of dignity and privacy. Have it. What's that for? Honey, help me to bring the and he brings it, and you put it in his presence. You put the thing on your bobby, and you are doing like this. Help me to hold the baby. I mean, come on, have some dignity. Now you have child, you no longer value this thing. Yes, before the child came, you will be hiding, no? Or guys come, you put all the brand, everything, cover up, you're hiding. Now, baby is now here. Everybody sees it. What the thing that Oga doesn't, you don't like Oga to see. Oga is forcing himself to see. Everyone is seeing it now. Everyone, including visitors. No dignity. And you wonder tomorrow why the man disconnected. He's no more interested. Treasure these things. These are your assets, right? So you use it to lure him. These are your assets. Use it to lure him. Lure him. That's your bait. This is what you've got. It's your asset. Understand something. These things are serious. So they are very serious. This is the thing that is changing our world. That's why you see many men are no longer acting as though they are responsible anymore. Because other women are doing these things and they don't mind. As far as their brain can open up and then fix on they don't mind. That's the problem. Some people are so, very uptight and very reserved. It's destroying your marriage. It's destroying your marriage. Destroy your marriage. Have some dignity. Carry some big cloth or something. Cover yourself and feed the baby in a way. Be protective of your asset. Don't let come on. I have seen many. I will shake my head. Immediately I say, my God, this is one a person wife. Now, the child has grown. You are no longer breastfeeding. But you didn't deem it necessary to find a way to ensure that you maintain that connection. Because your physical appearance, your physique, the thing about everything about you, you say, what is with the Muslim? They show nothing, but they are still married. Are you with them in their home? Have you studied them? Have you studied them really? Those countries you're talking about, do you know that they have this Muslim you're talking about? They are the one that married 2, 3, 4, 5 wives. Do you know that? Do you know that many of them, they get married even when they are young? They put them up to marry a man that is older than them, many of them, when they are young. Don't go and bring up something that you have not studied. Don't go and be looking at, don't try and copy things from the surface. Go deep and know. You see? Somebody is confessing now that he has a friend who is a Muslim. She buys shorts and revealing clothes. Why is she buying it? She'll go and wear it out in the house. When she's going out, they will wear their costume. When she's coming home, she will once she get home, she will change to the one that Oga want to see now. It depending on what is working there. If you are not in their home, don't just pick anything from there and say, okay, because the Muslim dress, the Muslim women dress and cover everything outside, so that's how they are inside. Can you imagine you? Can you imagine if that's what you're thinking? So that means the way they are outside, the way they dress outside, that's how the way they are inside. Do you know most of them are very dignified? They don't expose their body outside at all. What I'm talking about is not about exposing your body outside. I say inside the house that you are in with your husband almost all the time. No, they don't. They have no idea. They're just out there just talking. Go and find out. Ask a Muslim family, you'll be shocked. The kind of emotional turmoil that they go through, rejection, withdrawal that they go through. Some of them are very, very physically endowed. Many of them are very physically endowed. But because they cover all the time, they know, most of them, they know that that's so they will ensure that they are covering up all the time as they go out. But when they get in, they take off all those covering now. And the man is only enjoying all the physical endowment, and no man else is seeing that is for him alone. It depends on their rules, their custom, and their culture. So physical appearance. We spend almost close to 2 hours talking about physical appearance. So that's to tell you how powerful that is. Now, similarity. The next factor that influences attraction is similarity. Similarity. Listen, you must have a man or woman in your life that you share common interests, common values, common beliefs that attract you to your partner. Common beliefs. A partner that believes in your strength, that believes in your abilities. And also you believe in their strength and you believe in their abilities. Similarity fosters deeper connections. It fosters mutual understanding. So once you have been able to know that physical attraction is vital, and you are maintaining yourself, keeping your dignity, you are not spreading yourself everywhere. How dignified can you be when you are not married? You are spreading your body for everywhere, including man. You are not married. Your thing is in it goes to every places. There's no country your thing cannot go. There's no race your thing cannot go. No discipline. And you ladies, there's no way your leg cannot spread. You are doing splits everywhere you go. Splits. You are doing splits. God have mercy on you. How dignified is that? How dignified is that? So when it comes to value, you miss out. You won't be able to know what value you should attract. You'll be attracting the wrong value. I'm looking for the guy who has 7 inches. 7 inches. Why? Because that's what you have been familiar with. You spread you're splitting everywhere. You find 7 inches now. 7 inches is not I'm not talking about height, though. I'm talking about length. That's what you're thinking about. Can you imagine? No, maybe four, five, no, maybe five, no, maybe five, maybe. Values. That's what you now see as values. That's what you see as interest. God have mercy. So when he talk about, I was asking yesterday, and I'm still asking on this book. If you haven't gotten this book, The Relationship Blueprint, the link is in the bio. Go and get your copy. This one, get your copy. If you are in any relationship, you have not read this book, you better go and read it before you continue. It's a very short read, less than 40 pages. Very short read, less than 40 pages. It will inspire in you what you should be doing. It's called the playbook, relationship playbook. I'd call it blueprint, but it's a playbook. Easy to read. If I'm recommending something for you, you should know I'm recommending something valuable. I teach value. So when I put something there, it's valuable. Go get it. I was telling those yesterday who was watching me in the night. I said, how many of you, I was asking, how many of you have done any compatibility assessment before you engage in the relationship? The people that even agreed to have done it, it was accidental. Accidental one. It's not like they planned it. It's just random. So 90% have not been practicing. Even before you go into a relationship, you have not done, you don't even think that you should have a similarity value to compare with. Something that you can use to assess whether this person is valuable. Is it something that I must put myself into? This relationship is something I will commit myself into. You went on and be investing your time, investing your energy, investing your money, investing your body for 7 years, 8 years, 5 years, 6 years, 3 years, and wasted. You came back and said, we are not compatible. After 7 years, after 6 years, after 3 years. Why did you wait for that long? Why waste those times? And now we have children inside. There are now children. God have mercy. Compatibility test, a simple test that is supposed to be ingrained into our system. We don't even do it. And we want to commit into a relationship for life, something that will impact your life forever, as long as you are in this earth. And you don't think a simple assessment is needed? Go and get this book, every one of you. Can you sit down? Somebody is asking me, can I please repeat the compatibility test for us? Really, go and get the book. It's inside the book. I'm not repeating anything. Go and get it. Get that book. It won't bite. Go and get it. Everything is free. No, this one is not. Go and get the book. Get it. If you want it, get it. If you don't want to leave it, continue with your relationship. One day you remember that family aspect says something about this. Sharing common similarities, common interests. That's what I mean. Sharing common interests, values, and beliefs. It's attractive. That is a science of attraction. It's an influence of attraction. Don't get into a relationship where the person you are into, you and the person are world apart in values, world apart in interest, world apart in beliefs. There's nothing attracting about that. I was looking at they call it speed dating, yeah, on this platform, not this platform, on TikTok, yeah. I was listening. As I was watching, I saw this young lady, and she was saying, I want a man that is this and that and that. And he says, Initially she said, I'm a Christian and I want to get get to meet a man that is this and that, and from any religion, if even though he's from a Muslim, I don't mind. What? Even what? You are a Christian. You don't mind if you are marrying another religion. What happened to similarity in beliefs? It doesn't matter. Hey, welcome to the world of you see, ignorant gone on rampage. Ignorant gone on rampage. Continue. And you want to go ahead, go and marry a Muslim. As a Christian, marry Muslim. Let the Muslim marry Muslims. Let them marry their type, and you marry your type. Is there anything wrong with that? No. Let the Muslim marry Muslim. Let the Christian marry. Let the Hindu marry Hindu. Let the Hare Krishna marry Hare Krishna. Let those who beliefs. Your beliefs must be similar. You must have similarity in beliefs if you want to have that attraction in your marriage. Values. You love to be respected and you love to respect others. Then you will go and marry a man that have no respect in him. You go and marry a woman that have no respect in her mouth. Nothing respectful about her. You stay with her, say, maybe she will change. Where is the similarity? Where is the values there? How can that marriage be? How is it? How did you get to attract yourself? Oh, you were focusing on the physical one. Because the back is clapping. Every time she's walking, clapping. And you like that. You just want to see the back that is clapping. So you have forgotten that values. The Bible calls it the inner beauty of the woman. The inner beauty. Even though the chest is jumping and the back is clapping and there is no inner beauty, you are doomed. It's a doom. It doesn't matter if the man is 7 feet tall and then he has 6-pack and then he walks and the length is 7 feet 7 inches. Let me tell you something. If he's a narcissist, you are doomed. If he is a toxic person, you are finished. Values. You can't play with that. You must check for similarities in values. What are your value system? What are your value system? Do you know? Do you have them? Have you thought about it? What are your value system? I'm going to be giving this book away to the number one likes, the number one person that gives us the highest like on this stream. I'm giving this book away to that person. I'm going to find out soon. On the viewer eye, you will see those who have been tapping. You see everyone there who have been viewing and tapping. So I'm going to check. We're going to check all of that. The winner will be taking this book for free. I'm giving one of this book for free as a giveaway. So keep tapping. By now we should have hit 50,000 likes. I know it's a bit entertaining, but don't forget. So similarity. See, I cannot overstress it enough. This similarity of values is important. Similarity of interest is important. Similarity of beliefs. Some of us, what is keeping us is the similarity of belief, our faith. Because I married a woman who believes in God, who loves God, who fears God. And I married a woman who has values, people recognize values, moral values, ethical values. And interest. You must have that attraction. You must have that there. How will you get there if you don't do the compatibility test assessment? How will you know all these things if you are not conscious of the compatibility assessment? Some of us have wasted years in relationship that still ended in opposite direction. The goal of becoming one flesh didn't happen. Some of us had children in it. We had children in it. You say, it has been toxic from the beginning, but I thought it would change. No. It was your strategy. You were using the wrong strategy to run the marriage, to run the relationship. So get this book, this one here. So get it. You will see what I mean. So if you want to know the compatibility test, how to do it, and what it is so important, I've just told you now how important it is. You should never get into a relationship without doing it. Never agree to commit into a relationship and start doing things together and planning without carrying out compatibility assessments. So similarity is one of the factors that influences attraction. I hope that's clear. I have so much to tell you, but let me move to the next point. Point number 3, factors that influence attraction. We're talking about the psychology of attraction. That means the science of the mind that inspires and arouses attractions, arouses interest, arouses intimacy, arouses connection and bonding from your partner. It is the science of the mind. It is the state and the processes of the mind. It is the way you engage the mind. Do you understand? You can engage the mind of your husband, engage the mind of your wife to get them to be attracted to you until you pass out this earth. You can do that. They will not be distracted. No woman will have that power to do it but you. He said, what if I don't do it? Then you don't care. Simple. So don't be surprised when something happens to your marriage and say it happened. No, you don't care. That's all right. But you would have wasted time and energy to try to build that thing and then eventually end up losing it. Is that what you want? After spending several years to build that relationship to that level, and then you can't sustain it again. You're thinking you don't mind. I don't care. Is that the attitude? The third factor that influences attraction is reciprocity. 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 Reciprocal. Reciprocity. This is where the longevity of the relationship hits another upgrade. Yeah. Another upgrade and level in going the distance. Yes. So reciprocity. Reciprocity. We're talking about reciprocal. Mutual appreciation. Mutual appreciation and affection. Affection must be mutual. See, I cannot be touching you. You are not responding. I would be tired. Yeah. I cannot be trying to hug you. You are always giving your shoulder. I'm trying to hug. You are giving me your shoulder all the time, giving me your shoulder all the time. I will stop now. No reciprocating. Madam is always wearing ball shorts, passing and passing and passing. Oga reciprocate. Respond now. Only Madam is always saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oga still learn to say thank you. Learn to appreciate. Reciprocate appreciations. It inspires and instigates attraction. Reciprocate it. Whether it's compliment, whether it's gesture, whether it's mutual appreciation, it should be mutual. Let it be reciprocated. Because this thing play a key role in attraction. Just to know that your partner value you enhances your attraction to them. Just to know that your partner values you and you value them, it just enhances the attraction. It promotes and influences. Remember, we're talking about influences. What influences attraction? We must get that too. Very important. Stop this uptight. Stop this uptight. Some of us, our being uptight is our problem, is our greatest enemy. Your greatest enemy is you being too uptight, too reserved. You are too reserved. You are too, it's like in your mind you are a religion of your own self. You are a religion of your own self. You have created religion around your life. You have set up boundaries that is now putting you in bondage, trapping you, not making you to be responsive and accommodating. That's where you find the class of those who never reciprocate affection. When we talked about physical attraction earlier, I talked about how the initiation of physical contact first begin with a woman. It didn't begin with a man. It began with a woman. So most of us, I always think that, oh, it's the man that initiate this. The man should initiate this. That's the wrong strategy. That strategy is wrong. Stop using it. Stop using it. There is the original strategy that always works. The woman initiates that physical contact. She initiates it. So when it comes to mutual response or reciprocating, it shows that you have initiated something that the man will respond to. To a woman, love is affection. To a woman, love is affection. So, as a woman, when a man shows you affection, reciprocate. Learn it. I'm not talking about boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm talking about husband and wife. So for you who are not married, take wisdom. But if you are married, apply wisdom. It's true. Respond, reciprocate. You are cooking in the kitchen. Or God comes and says he wants to hug you. Or leave whatever you are cooking. Leave it first. Turn around and give him attention and hug now. He said, but the food is there now, it will spoil or it will get burnt. Come on, for one second. We are too uptight. Leave the pot there. Let it burn if you want to burn. Turn around and hug and give him attention. Don't be saying, I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to, please, oh, come on. God have mercy. I wish I can just open everyone's mind and put those things inside and you just seal it up and say that, then go and do it. It's true. I know you're going through a lot. I know there are different things in your life. But I'm trying to say, hey, you can spice things up. It's not all that bad. The things you're focusing on is not all there is. There's more. There's more. Just open up. Be flexible. There's more. There's more. Now, the fifth one, or the fourth one, the fourth factor that influences the psychology of attraction or attraction itself in marriage is proximity. 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 Spending time together. Proximity. In marriage, you must learn it to spend time together. If you are not connecting, you are not spending time together, you are increasing distancing. You are killing that attraction. It dies. It's a gradual death. It just goes. Proximity is key. Spending time together. You must invest in it. You must create the time. Spend time together to increase your familiarity with your partner. Spend it. You want to be familiar? You want to be comfortable with your partner. And these two can deepen your attractiveness, your attraction. It deepens it. Proximity. You go to work. You come back in the night. Your wife is already sleeping. Your children are already sleeping. You will join them in bed. And then your wife already know you're around. Guess what? Then she turns around and then you do quick one, and then you sleep. The next morning you are gone. Then you don't you repeat the same thing every week. No time to spend on it. No proximity. That thing will die soon. No, it will die soon. You're always busy. The same thing, the woman. Not only you start the career, proximity. You must spend quality time. Create one. Whatever works for you. I'm not going to suggest which one. You know, study your home, study your marriage. Find out what works for you that helps you to create quality time. So that's why you have to do accessibility tests, compatibility assessment. Sorry, you must do compatibility assessments to know this one. What do you do? What do you do? What's your taste of proximity? What do you do what do you spend time with? What do you do to spend time? How do you wish to spend time with your family, with your children, with your husband, with your wife? How do you think? What are you gonna do? Find out. Proximity is very important to increasing attraction. If you can't spend time with each other on the couch, you can't hold each other, sit down together. I mean, you are always your mind is always on the distance. A guy sitting down there, you will be sitting down in the east, your guy sitting down in the south. There's no proximity. Every time. The children have never catch you. Your children have never catch you and your husband closely holding each other or hugging or kissing or sitting down together talking with cuddle. No proximity. For 10 years, 15 years, there have been no practice of proximity. And you think you're still going to hold on? You wonder why the relationship is dry? The marriage is dry. No intimacy, no impact, nothing. It's drying up. It's as though you are just there because of the children. Some of you now, you are in that marriage because of the children you have. God bear us witness. It's because of there's nothing there again in the marriage, just the children. Because you have forgotten all these things I'm talking about. You have totally forgotten. You say, well, he's the man that caused it. Not the man caused him. He has frustrated me, so I rest. Look at that. Can you imagine? We must find somebody to blame. That's the problem. We must find somebody to blame. So as he stopped now, he stopped touching me. So me, I rest. I have to bear it. What did you do? Did you find out what you did that made him to stop? Did you rectify it? I tried, just that I didn't see any reason. It was just maybe you gotta send somebody else. We have excuses. As you're pointing finger to him, look at it. It's pointing to you. Why didn't you look at yourself and say, what if I am the one that stirred up this behavior? What did I do to trigger this thing? Emotional intelligence. I ain't concerned now. If not being called. It's always him. He's the one, him. Whereas the science of attraction is only working on him. He works on him more. 90% of the time, the science of psychology, the psychology of attraction. The psychology of attraction is designed to work for the man, to work on him. His mind is more receptive, 90% to this science of attraction. His mind is designed to be more receptive. And you are blaming him. Whereas you have all the opportunity to explore every angle on how to stir up that mind, that his mind. You stir it up and revive it by the science of attraction, psychology of attraction. You want to use it for your advantage. Psychology, the science of the mind. The states and processes of the mind. You want to use it to stir his mind up. Engage on all the factors that can influence attraction and explore every angle to your best ability and use them. I'm giving you some of you that are Bible students. You're a Bible student. You're a Christian. You're here. I want you to go and do your research from the Bible. Find out women that were exploiting, using this psychology of attraction in their relationships. You will be shocked. The impact that they had on the men. The way they were able to move the men that they impacted with this science. God have mercy.